we were doing a fall camp and then practice every day.
Did you feel like you were in Stoops' doghouse last year? I mean, I know there was at least one game that he was not happy with you on special teams.
Yeah,
Did
but
you feel like you had to sort of climb out of that?
Not really. As the old saying goes, when the coach stopped talking to you, that's when you should be worried. So I'm glad that he stayed on me. I feel like that helped me out a lot. He worked with all the DBs. He's very involved. So I feel like that was the main thing. Just making sure that he was on me. And I think that's what brought out play tonight.
You've been around here for a while. What was the atmosphere like coming out on the field first time at the new stadium?
Completely different than anything I've ever seen. It was very exciting. I'm truly blessed that that I was a part of this team to open up the new stadium. With the fans, being under the lights, the new field, and everything. It was a blessing.
Stoops talked about that you guys felt an obligation to win this game because of that. Did the players feel that?
Oh, definitely. You feel like that was the only way we could get back to all the hard work and dedication those guys put into building this stadium and making that possible for us. So we feel like that was the only way we could pay them for that. So that's what our goal was.
What are you thinking on the play where you forced the fumble? It looked like maybe you got beat, but then you recover and get the ball back.
Yeah, Coach Stoops, one of the things he harps on is finish the play. You may get beat sometimes, but this is how you finish the play. That was one day when my mom's like, okay, he caught it and get him down. And then when I see Marcus, I was like, okay, I got to make something happen. And I just pretty much did what came to me, and it worked. So I feel like that was the most thing I had to do was finish the play.
Thank you.
Yeah, just talked about it, Janie, a little bit, but I mean, that strip, it's so clutch, it's so early, what's going through your mind, though, when you feel it, you feeling it come out a little bit.
Oh, I was like, okay, I got my hand there, like, get it out, rip it out. We do drills, we exchange drills every day, switch them up every other day. So one of the things we do is, strip drills. We do those all the time. So it just shows that, what you practice comes to the surface in big time situations, and it really did. And I'm just glad that we do those because it actually helps.
I was talking to Josh, just what does it mean? I feel like it means a little more for you guys. I don't know if it feels that way, but you know what I mean? The Kentucky, just having a little.
Yeah, I mean, being from Kentucky, and playing for Kentucky, and winning this, it feels. I don't know how it feels to everybody, but to us as a group, it feels pretty good. Just to get that win. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to work and get ready for South Carolina. I mean, they're a pretty good team, so that's the main focus that we're going into next week.
Was there ever a point of panic? What was going on the sideline when they tied it up?
Just keeping our composure. That was the one thing that we were screaming out sideline. Stay calm, stay calm. We got time. Don't get too emotional. Keep your composure. And that was the main thing that we had to do, and we did that. I feel like we showed a good sign of character. And games like this, I feel like they're going to help us out in the long run. Being in a pressure situation like that to finish the game strong. So I think we did a good job of doing that.
What was said on the sideline? Anything in particular to kind of fire you guys up to get the score right?
Everybody was screaming the same thing: composure, composure. Like, let's go. We would make sure who was on the field was getting those guys fired up. The offense, defense, and I feel like that helped a lot. We was rooting for offense. Like, come on, let's go ahead, just take it in, take it in. And next thing you know, Mikhail, he gets a nice run, he gets in the end zone. And then we come on special teams. We get riled up on the field. Before we get in the field, we take the field, and then we stop them. And then the defense, we get those guys ready, and we come up with a good stop. So I feel like all in all, we did a good job of keeping each other composed.
First one under the belt, obviously. The first one has probably got the most jitters, especially for the underclassmen. Is it nice to kind of get the first one out of the way?
Definitely, especially for the underclassmen, because how they're going to get, it's experience, just getting that in-game experience and getting that out of the way. It's always a nervous feeling. You don't know how the game's going to go. You don't want to mess up. But once you get that out of the way, they can pretty much play ball, which is great because, we need everyone to contribute, going into a long season because it's going to be a long season and we need everybody in.
What was the crowd like? What was it like playing kind of in a brand new stadium for a lot of people?
I mean, the stadium was brand new. The atmosphere was totally different than what we've ever seen. The only thing that actually comes close to this is probably the win versus South Carolina. This crowd was, it was just amazing. But I feel like this topped it, having a sold-out game which you haven't had in a long time, and you can definitely feel that in the atmosphere. It really made a difference.
how do you guys keep this going? I mean, what do you guys now focus on in practice?
Getting ready for the next opponent. You know, we got to take it one game at a time, and you know, we just got to go back to work. Everybody made mistakes tonight. We got to make sure we get those mistakes corrected, and just go back to work and get ready for the next one.
Anytime you turn a team over 4 times, obviously you're doing pretty well. But did you guys feel like you played to your potential tonight?
I feel like at the time we played pretty good, you know, and we got down to the end of the game. We kind of relaxed a little bit. So we need to get that out of our game, which, I mean, I'm pretty sure the coach is going to have some way of, you know, preaching that to us, and it's up to us, you know, to take the initiative and make sure that we don't get relaxed and we finish the game strong.
When there's so much pressure to win this opening game as you open the stadium and they come back and tie it, you know, 5-6 minutes to go, what's kind of going through your mind at that point?
Like I said before, it's just about keeping our composure. You know, coach to the